Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Las Fallas in English, the podcast by me, Darren Bishop, your host. And today's going to be a bit of a two-part kind of crossover. So we are going to hit on bits that we spoke about last time and going forward into what we will be talking about sort of in the future. Well, as you know, in this podcast, is where we explore fascinating cultural events from Valencia. And today we're going to embark on a journey to the city of Valencia to unravel the mystery and excitement behind one of the most unique and explosive celebrations on the planet. Obviously, that's Las Fallas. Now, picture this: a city filled with giant sculptures, colourful processions, and a cacophony of fireworks lighting up the night sky. This is the essence of Las Fallas, a festival that is deeply rooted in Valencia's history, tradition, and culture. But how did it all begin? Well, to understand Las Fallas, and as briefly mentioned in the last podcast episode, we need to go back in time to the 15th century. Because legend has it that the carpenters in Valencia would celebrate the arrival of spring by burning their wooden planks and old tools in their bonfires. Over the years, these simple gatherings have evolved into a more elaborate and artistic expression of communal celebration, then gained momentum during the 18th century when it became a more official event that was organised by the city council. The name Las Fallas refers to both the celebration as well as the towering sculptures that are central to the festivities. These sculptures and all the ninots are often satirical, representing politics and figures, celebrities, worldwide issues and social issues. And Fallas had truly sprung into life. Now imagine strolling the streets of Valencia and encountering these massive sculptures, some reaching the heights of, 30 feet, sometimes more. And local artists and craftsmen worked tirelessly for months, pouring their creativity into these intricate and often humorous creations, as well as their ninots. But here's the twist: only one of these ninots is spared from the flames. Well, I say one, there's two, because you have the infantile. Now, these are spared from the flames when they're selected as a winner at the museum. This is known as the Ninot Indultat, or the Ninot Infantile Indultat, which means winner. This thus saving it from the fiery fate that awaits the others. Touch back on the how they're chosen. So the winning ninot and the ninot infantile is selected by the general public and the commissions and everybody who visits the ninot exhibition, which next year will be opened on the 2nd of February in the Museum of Sciences, in the City of Arts and Sciences. And that's Avenida del Professor Lopez Pinheiro, numero 7. So there, you go around, you see all the fantastic ninots, the adults and the infantile, and at the end you'll be asked to select one of each that was your most favourite. And from that, when the count is done, at the end of the exhibition, that is what determines the winners. And the winners, as I just said, are saved from being burnt on Nit de la Crema, and they will go to the Museum Fallero or Museo Ferrero the rest of their time, I should say. But as anybody that has been here before will know, it's not all about the sculptures, although it is because it's named after the sculptures, but it's not conclusive. It's a week-long celebration filled with lively processions, music, and of course, fireworks. And each day the city comes alive with parades, traditional dances, and the rhythmic beats of the mascleta, which is a daily fireworks display that, it's just incredible, isn't it? Who knows, who doesn't know, who hasn't been before, must have heard of the Valencian most famous part of Las Fallas and being la mascleta. And it's just an incredible show that builds and builds and builds in anticipation, building towards a grand finale. As I've touched on before, they have different budgets for different days, and it's truly spectacular. But the mascletas are not exclusive. We have many fireworks shows throughout Las Fallas, and as touched on before, not solely to the Pyrotechnics calendar that is set out by the JCF, but many of the commissions will decide to do their own. And without repeating myself, you then end up with not what is already a chock-a-block full calendar of pyrotechnics. You now have layers and layers and layers, which is impossible for anybody to know what's going on all of the time where. Because many of the commissions, they prefer to keep it as a private event. Some want people to come and help support and show some courage, support, I should say. And then you have the ones that just want to do it for hey, we got a bit of money, let's let some fireworks off. It's a celebration. It's Valencia, and why not? And so yes, the other shows we have, obviously we have the Nit de Alaba, we got which is on the night of the 15th to celebrate La Planta, which is the planting of the Fallas monument at midnight. And then on the 16th we have the first Castile or grand firework display in the riverbed. I say riverbed. It has been confirmed now. I can tell you here, live and exclusive, that it will be held again behind the Palau de las Arts in the City of Arts and Sciences, as it was in March 2023. So yes, it's a fantastic new location, and as I have it at this point, there is no murmurs of it changing. So yeah, that's good to know. Not saying it won't change. And so, steels. They start on the 16th and 17th, and on the night of the 18th we have Nit del Foc, which is the night of fire. And well, it's incredible, isn't it? And this all the fireworks and everything, all the celebrations in the last week. I am talking, by the way, from the 15th to the 19th of March, is when the festival reaches the climax with La Crema. Now this is when the ninots and the Fallas, standing tall in the cities, across the cities, are set ablaze with a spectacular display of fireworks, flames and light. I say it's spectacular, it's somewhat emotional really if you really know the backstory. Yes, an outsider coming for the first time it's absolutely incredible. I mean, it's hot regardless of the weather. But it's got a very, very important point, and that it symbolises the transition of nature, of life, and the renewal that comes to the changing seasons, marking the first day into spring. And so, Las Fallas today. Well, Las Fallas has become internationally renowned event, attracting visitors from all over the world. And it's not just a celebration. And this is really important. It's a reflection of Valencia's rich cultural heritage, its resilience, its sense of community, the city that transforms into a kaleidoscope of colours, laughter, a spirit of party, festival, togetherness, and most of all, that transcends boundaries. As a reminder, let's set the stage. Las Fallas is an annual festival in Valencia that celebrates the arrival of spring. It's known for its intricate sculptures of the Fallas, the vibrant parades of La Ofrenda, and of course, the breathtaking fireworks. Las Fallas has its roots in the ancient tradition of carpenters burning their wooden lanterns at the end of winter, as well as their tools, their equipment, the old wood. And over time, this has evolved into an elaborate festival that combines art, culture, and of course, the pyrotechnics. And that is the highlight of the festival. That is the creation of gigantic monuments, I guess, being burnt, the Fallas. So, now let's shift our focus into the pyrotechnic aspect of Las Fallas. What type of fireworks and pyrotechnics are commonly used during the festival? Well, you have the small petardos, the chinos. The chinos now, for those that don't know, is the little Chinese firecrackers, or, well, yeah, those. The tracker Valenciana, which is the Valencian version of that, but it's a lot longer, a lot bigger. You get them from 5 meters up to 50 meters, and you can join them and make them as long as you like. And It's like a whiplash, sort of snaky type of effect of crackers with a big bang on the end, a big gulp. And yeah, that's what you have. You have your rockets, your truenos. Now your truenos are the big bangs there, the gulps as I just mentioned. And that's just to name but a few. Las Fallas features a wide variety of fireworks, ranging from the small firecrackers as I mentioned, the massive aerial displays that are put on by the professionals. And by talking professionals, Valencia has well over 30 different companies in the Valencian region alone are professional firework display artists, 25 in Pyroval alone, Pyrotechnics Valencia. But one of the most iconic elements, as we've touched on already, is the mascleta, the daily display of coordinated firework explosions that takes place in the main square, Ayuntamiento. Now these are not, and this is important, these are not just random explosions. They follow a rhythmic pattern that creates a symphony of sound that captivates the audience. You must feel the pressure on your chest. You must feel it vibrate through your soul. It will take you out of your being, if you like, for a short while. If it's a good mascleta, and these. They're not random, as I just said. These have all been designed, prepared, and manufactured months in advance. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. And, it's if you haven't been before, it's something you do need to experience to really understand what it's all about. And I do advise for first timers, don't try to get too close. Stand back and edge bit by bit each day. As I've also touched on, in addition to the daily mascletas, you have your nighttime fireworks, known as the castillos, the castles. The idea of the castle being built in layers in the sky. Now in England I used to call it like a bouquet of flowers, that shape. Here it's a castle. So the shape is different. And as a professional, any professionals out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. And so, we have all the various events that take part for the fireworks, and then the grand finale being the Nick Dalfok, as we mentioned, the Night of Fire. An awe-inspiring display of fireworks that marks the culmination of the festival with regards to the pyrotechnics. But it's easy as we marvel at the modern day pyrotechnics of Las Fallas, it's interesting to explore how these traditions have evolved over the years and the historical development of the pyrotechnics. Fireworks have been a part of Las Fallas for centuries. Their scale and complexity have shown massive advances in pyrotechnic technology, and which has allowed for more elaborate and safer displays. What started as simple firecrackers back then has now transformed into a sophisticated show or aerial show that now adds extra layers and layers and layers of excitement to the festival. So that's shedding a little light on the explosive beauty of Las Fallas. And so from one beauty to another, and now we're going to talk about La Ofrenda. And now I do feel guilty because it hasn't been spoken about enough, and that's exactly the reason I'm doing this now. And now the reason for that is quite simple from my point of view. It really is its own thing. And this week you saw that I have on my pages published the times and the days. It's always the 17th and the 18th of March, and it always starts after the Mascleta, and they come down from La Paz, or they come down from San Vicente Street, or Calle San Vicente. So from La Paz or San Vicente. And when I say they, that is the procession of the offering, the flower offering of the falleras and the falleros with their flowers, taking them to the Virgin de los Desamparados. And so yes, one beauty to another. So we've already established that Las Fallas encapsulates many things, being the parades, the sculptures, and of course the spectacular pyrotechnics. But nestled within these festivities are deeply meaningful and a very emotional a very emotional ceremony, La Ofrenda, or the flower offering. Now, picture this, especially for those that have not been there before. Valencia, in the streets, this is, adorned with colourful flowers, a sea of people dressed in their traditional attire, also known as the traje de Valenciana. And the air is filled, and when I say filled, it is filled with a sense of reverence and the unmistakable smell of flowers. It is a floral offering. La Ofrenda is a tribute to the Virgin de los Desamparados, the patron saint of Valencia. The event unfolds over 2 days, the 17th and the 18th of March. Thousands of falleros and falleras and locals and visitors alike will come together to create a massive floral offering to the Virgin Mary, as well as others from Castelló and Alicante. It truly is something that brings everybody together. It's just incredible. And the thousands of falleros and falleras like that come together for this celebration will now wearing their traditional costumes, adding the splendour to the occasion. And most importantly are the women, the falleras, and their dresses, often characterised by intricate embroidery and vibrant colours, while the men support the traditional fallero attire. See photos of me. So, at the heart of La Ofrenda lies in the flowers. The participants carry bouquets of carnations, which are meticulously arranged to form an intricate patterns and beautiful tapestries. Now, the fragrance of flowers fills the air as they walk by you. As a symbol of, well, I guess, devotion and unity. And, it really is devotion. You can see the tears on the faces, and it's just incredible. So the procession ends, at Plaza de la Virgin, where the wooden structure representing the Virgin Mary stands tall. Participants, often in groups representing their casals, their commissions, their fires, or neighbourhoods, will embark on a journey through the city, weaving through the streets lined with cheering onlookers. As they reach the Plaza de la Virgin, the participants ascend the stairs to present their flowers to the Virgin. It's a powerful and emotional moment as each bouquet is handed to the guys that build the frame and make the dress of this sheer beauty and stunning mantle of flowers that adorns the statue of the Virgin. Now, I can speak from experience because this year was the first time I took part with Fire Cork y Palomar, and it was incredible. Now, disclaimer, I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form, but there was something very special, something extremely special that happened to me when I turned that corner and looked at the Virgin. Now, something came over me that I can't explain. I mean, I wasn't possessed or anything crazy like that, but I don't know. It was magical. It was very magical, and I completely get it. And when I see people, they look at the Virgin's eyes, and I see them well up with tears, and the frog in the throat, and everybody just goes into themselves. It's something I cannot explain, and this is out of view of the public. We come around the corner. There's no public allowed as we approach the Virgin, and it's truly incredible. Truly, truly incredible. Like I say, it is hard to put into words, and all I can say it is what I say here. Excuse me, my dog's having a drink of water now. But as we reach the Plaza de la Virgin, we, as I said, approach the structure. The bouquets are given to the guys that build it. And then beyond its visual splendour, Ofrenda is a symbol of unity, a community spirit. It reflects the people of Valencia coming together to honour their patron saint and express their gratitude for her protection. And so, with that, La Ofrenda serves as a reminder that amid a grandeur of Las Fallas, a display of colour, fragrances, emotions, the floral arrangement becomes a living testament to the collective identity of the people of Valencia, a representation of their shared culture and indeed devotion. And as I said, amid the grandeur of Las Fallas, there is a deep and heartfelt connection to tradition, spirituality, and community. It's a celebration that transcends the visual spectacle that touches the very soul of Valencia. And I really, really mean that. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. And so, with that, there you have it. It's a little glimpse into the enchanting world of Las Fallas and the Pyrotechnics, La Ofrenda, Las Fallas in Valencia. So thank you for joining us, or well, me on Fires in English to listen. And I do hope you find this interesting, and it's very important for me. And I just want to touch on this week's news that I have released, and that is that we have the dates confirmed for La Ofrenda this year, the 17th and the 18th, from 3:30 in the afternoon, both days. And they normally go well into 1 o'clock in the morning. With the on the 17th, it's normally ended with, well, it is finalised with the Fallera Infantil and her cause of honour at the cathedral at the Virgin, and then on the 18th the same with the Fallera Mayor. So there we have it. We also have confirmation this week that the fireworks are going to be. Nit del Foc is going to be at midnight, which is earlier than usual. So that's good. That's a good thing, and it will also be held in the same place as it was this year. This March just gone. So we have our news for this week. And as I said in the previous chapters, please write in, email fayersinenglish@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the website, fayersinenglish.com, our Facebook page, Instagram, fayersin, and I don't use X, formerly known as Twitter, because of personal reasons, and I won't. So find us how you can. If you have any questions, please email them, message them to us. We do sell merchandise. Anything you can do to help keep this podcast going. I think it's improving by the week. I don't know. Again, let us know, and let's see what we can build on from here. I have to thank very much for 100 downloads of the previous two. I do realise that the first one we did have issues with sound. That was the first one. I was getting used to software, as well as having a nasty cold, which I still have a little bit of, but a lot better. And the support of you guys and me giving you the information is the only way it can carry forth. So, as I take a little sip of the water there, I thank you all very much. And that is episode 3 over and out. I want to get one more before Christmas, and then let's have a think if we're going to continue, because I know it's early days and it does get better. I learn all the time. You're going to decide if you like it or not. I hope that you do. I don't like my voice myself. I don't like listening to it back. So I don't know. I do need your feedback. Anyway, guys, there you have it. That's your glimpse into the enchanting world of La Ofrenda, Las Fallas, Valencia Pyrotechnics. Thank you for joining me on Las Fallas in English, the podcast. And until next time, hasta luego.
Una storetta vegetta per la faglia di San Giuseppe.